one of the hottest letters in the car world is M. More specifically, BMW M. The flagship of the performance division at BMW has always been the M3. Once available in sedan, coupe and convertible form. But since the last two generations, the two doors have been badged M4. And now with the new generation, they get a slightly different styling. The difference really comes from the 3 and 4 series families of vehicles as well. So the M3 is more in line with the 3 series sedan, while the M4, and in this case the M4 Competition model that I have, is more like the 4 series. And yes, both have a monstrous grille that BMW design has received much criticism for. On the M4, the size is similar to the regular 4 series, but on the M3, it's way bigger than the standard 3 series sedan. Honestly, it grows on you, literally.
So whether it's the roofline, the fender with all of its huge muscle, or even the exaggerated sporty sort of styling, yes, this car does look sportier than the M3. Now, don't get me wrong, the M3 is plenty sporty as well, but it's just in terms of comparison. Then, of course, they pick up styling cues from the 4 and 3 series respectively, so taillight signature, very different as well. And then here you see a lot of blacked out elements. That comes from the fact that the exaggeration on the sporty side increases because this is the competition model.
So the competition model adds horsepower, of course, as we have seen over the last few years. BMW gives us not just the M model, but amps it up further to create an M competition model. Mechanically, the M3 and M4 are no doubt very similar, and both have the option of buyers choosing that competition variant. Inside, the cars are well appointed with the latest connectivity, interface and safety features you can expect, all more or less standard. And yes, they have enough carbon fiber, leather and metal inserts to keep the sports enthusiast happy. The sports seats with their carbon fiber insert and inlit model name logo are so cool. On the M3 and M4, you get the 3-liter twin-power turbo straight-six engine, which makes 464 bhp and a juicy 550 Nm of peak torque. The standard transmission is also the delicious 6-speed manual. Same engine on the competition models, but with 650 Nm of torque, and the power moves up by 30 bhp. The gearbox option here is only the 8-speed M Steptronic automatic, and the competition model also has the option of xDrive or all-wheel drive, a first for the M3. The M3 and M4 get from 0 to 100 km per hour in 4.2 seconds. On the xDrive competition variant, that moves to just 3.5 seconds. Fast, right? My M3 test car in this special order Verde Mantis color is a knockout and a perfect foil to the more understated, though equally stunning, skyscraper grey metallic on the M4 xDrive competition. Both cars are available in 3 variants: the regular M3 or M4, the competition variant of each, and both have the xDrive option on top of that.
The thing that really blows your mind is how with each generation, the engineers at the BMW M division just make the car even racier, even edgier. How? How is that even possible, right? Well, I don't know how, but it's happened all right. And the good news is that everything you expect the name M3 to stand for, you get by the truckload.
Yes, the dynamics are just unbelievably good. No, make that great. The M3 is a beast and will go where you want it to with the poise and manic energy to make you smile year to year. The M3 and M4 have the M Sport differential, M driving dynamics control, adaptive M suspension with electronically controlled dampers, and the M steering.
The precision and the performance, well, that is to be expected, and so no surprise there. Doesn't stop me from getting a nice wide smile on my face. I think I'm going to have that all day. But the thing that's made that grin even wider today, it is something you don't typically get these days with a lot of performance sedans, sports sedans, or even sports cars. And that is this manual gearbox.
Yes, I'm so pleased that this is standard here in the United States. It gives you a great sense of control, even though I know fully well that it cannot match the shifts you get from the brilliant 8-speed automatic. So onto that, and on M4 xDrive competition now. And instantly the car feels even more athletic and more alert. The all-wheel drive system helps give you even better cornering and agility. Interestingly, that xDrive system also has a two-wheel drive mode. The steering on this car is just such a delight. I can do this all week, all month. The car is fabulous on a high-speed freeway, of course, that goes without saying. And you know, the thing I'm really liking about the competition is, despite all of the semiconductors and electronics at work to really make the car what it is, you still get this raw mechanical feel from it, which is absolutely terrific. The car epitomizes everything we know and love about BMW's M division. Performance is simply stunning, and the body style means that this can very well double up as your daily driver and sports car. Even more practical for family use as a four-door in the case of the M3 family. And that it also sounds terrific, well, that's the cherry on top. Well, when you have a whole orchestra at your disposal with the full pipes section in attendance, you've simply got to play the music. I expect to get only the M4 and not the M3 in India. And given that it is going to be a pricey import, I can tell you it's the all-in M4 Competition xDrive model for India. And the car is already pegged for its debut here. That should happen around February or March 2022.